What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Elmendar Gaming Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with WWE 2K20 MyCareer. In the last video, sorry, I was choking on something. In the last video, Trey ended up winning the heavyweight championship. He won the main SmackDown title. Let's go with that. Against Adam Cole, now that because mostly Samoa Joe is back, and he's basically trying to keep Trey winning the title until he can take it back from him as part of his revenge. A bunch of other stuff. There's also this whole thing going on with the mixed tag challenge. Trey and Ronda Rousey were a team. Due to an injury, Ronda has been replaced with Brooklyn Von Braun, so that's going to end well. I think that's all the big news. Yeah, I think that's about everything. So, let's keep going. Did you hear great news? Blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Brooklyn. Oh, that's right. Our next match Trey is going to be against Samoa Joe in a submission match. So, you know, that thing that my character's really good at. I forgot to tell you, our team name is going to be the American Heroes. Isn't that great? Sure you heard by now, I'll be up for a bit. Too bad our team was short-lived. Don't blame yourself. I'll be back. And bite me.
I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch face. Again, I have to be her partner.
It can't be much worse than teaming with Drew McIntyre. It makes my skin crawl every time I have to tag him.
But you chose to team with McIntyre. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Even though I can't, I still plan on winning the mixed match challenge.
Same here. On both accounts.
I totally lost my train of thought. The hell was it? Something about Brooklyn. No. Alright, sorry about that weird cut. No, I finally remembered what my comment was going to be. Honestly, I kind of wish that they kept Brooklyn as GM for a little longer. Yeah, it might have been an obvious twist, but I think they could have done some cool things with it. You know, just more, you know, just show us some more with, like, some matches with just weird stipulations or something like that. They could have done something a little more with her to show the adversity that she was putting them through, but, whatever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Fort Wayne, Indiana,
Yeah. We already saw this. Let's go.
it's the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun. And
Okay. I have no interest in seeing that. I thought we were gonna have our match against. As I was saying, I thought we were gonna have our match against Samoa Joe. I really dig his music.
Here comes the War Goddess.
And from Dallas, Texas, agility, and a frightening arm. Ember Moon is a legit threat here in WWE.
Yeah, that scream just doesn't work.
Her wrath. See, when she says it, it's cool. When you say it, Saxon, it sounds like you're.
I mean, I'm willing to bet it's not that bad live. It's just that recording. It's no.
And Byron, what should we be on the lookout for here tonight?
Well, needless to say, these women are eager to prove they are the preeminent competitor inside the women's locker room. And with that in mind, I expect to see them use every trick in the book to secure a victory here tonight.
This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial pass affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who call themselves the Moons over my Sammy.
Actually, I do like that. God, now I really want to go to Denny's.
It was a land of opportunity when Sami Zayn became a part of the SmackDown Live with the roll-up. Plenty of fight left.
Remarkable.
We used to have one in my town. I'm really kind of sad that we got rid of it.
Dragon suplex.
They didn't really replace it with anything good either. Sorry, I'm getting kind of hungry.
Rolling neck snap.
Harsh impact.
Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed.
Stop pulling a leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Got the arm. Oh, my goodness. Crushing it. Look at this. Boom. Nice. His offense is on point right now.
I don't know where he gets the energy, but I'd love to have some.
And it's reversed.
Paying for that mistake.
No. Interesting, we got reversed.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
He's not looking so hot here, guys.
And momentum is certainly not on his side right now.
Moonsault!
That was beautiful.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Launched with a belly to belly.
Okay. So as Trey, grapple.
Wait a second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American Heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their Mixed Match Challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
It's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off. Not what she was looking for. Oh, launched with a belly-to-belly.
Oh, if anybody was wondering, no, I did not skip any intros for this one. They just popped us right into the match.
Boom, nice. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Looks like Ruby Riott has broken a sweat.
The journey of Aleister Black has been well documented. He has traveled the world and experienced a lot. And guys, he'll tell you that it's...
Ruby Riott with the reversal.
And Drew McIntyre just tagged himself in. Red didn't like that.
After some miscommunication on the tag, it appears Red and Drew McIntyre are having a minor disagreement.
How about you stop distracting him? He's the legal man right now.
McIntyre is walking out and leaving Red to fight on her own.
Is anyone really surprised? This is what happens when two people who despise each other try to form a team.
At least Aleister Black isn't going to take advantage of this situation, as it looks like he's resigned to this essentially turning into a one-on-one match.
Oh, okay, we're not gonna keep going. Weird. It might seem like a weird off-topic thing, but you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to bring this up and not sound like a creep, but not gonna happen. I find Ruby Rose extremely attractive. What I'm like pulling the guys out in the audience. Chick with a lot of tattoos, that sort of like punk look. What? Am I the only one who's into it? I mean, I know a lot of guys who aren't.
Ruby Riott's
Why did we need a loading screen there?
approach to the world also
Really?
in the ring. And it's an approach that has seen her caught.
Yeah, I don't get why we had to start all over on that one. That was weird.
It looks to me like this entire arena is on its feet, and understandably so.
Boom, right in the button. It's starting to come together in a big way.
She's looking good now. Let's see if it lasts.
Yeah, like I said, it's a weird thing to bring up. Ugh.
Splash!
Oh, that was unreal. Reverses. Can she take advantage?
I mean, hell, I think the thing that I don't like most about Ruby is it's her that half the head shaved thing.
Oh my!
Really, I wouldn't even say she has a lot of tattoos.
Look at this.
Aleister Black, that's a lot of tattoos.
Really just laying it in.
And again, if you're wondering why I brought this up, I don't know. It was on my mind.
I have the best job in the world. I get to sit here and call action of the greatest athletes on the planet today.
Big punch finds its mark. Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
It looks like Ruby Riott could be done for.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. Is it fully locked in? This might be it. What a way to win a singles match.
Yeah, not technically a singles match, but whatever.
Here is your winner, Alex Smith.
And she earns the big victory here tonight.
Many more losses like this, and the future of Ruby Riott will look incredibly dim.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before. standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look, it's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
I hate her so much. And also acting like, when, you know, again, I'm oh gosh. Sorry, Red. As much as I want Brooklyn to lose, I want Trey. I want to give something to Trey here. Mostly because I'm waiting for the Samoa Joe title match to happen. And that's really kind of bugging me. I'm like, when the hell are we gonna keep that storyline going? I mean, we've kind of seen it happen where there's kind of like parallel storylines going on, but at least they kind of made sense when they kind of ran into each other. Why they were happening side by side. It made sense. This mixed tagline, or this mixed tag match sort of storyline running parallel with this whole singles match championship thing with Samoa Joe, they don't mesh well, is what I'm getting at here. All right, I was gonna make fun of the fact that you know, the Brooklyn, you know, made Red tap in high school. You know, oh, I had less than 5 matches. Didn't you, you know, weren't you a part of the wrestling team? And Red, you know, wasn't? All right, that's enough bagpipes. I love bagpipes, unlike my father.
Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very...
You know, like I was saying, unlike my father, I love bagpipes. But, yeah, I don't want to spend any time listening to it.
And this match certainly won't help matters.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
You know, was I the only one kind of hoping that there would be a little bit of a falling out between Red and Trey after the whole best of 5 series thing?
Another counter.
You know, like it feels like there should have been at least, I don't know, like a full arc, but, you know, like a little mini storyline where they were just kind of, I don't want to say lost their friendship, but, you know, where they were kind of,
And he's got nowhere to go in that corner.
I don't know, just kind of off with each other.
Looks like we may be on the verge of...
You know, Trey feels bad. Then he cost Red the championship. Red is, you know, a little salty.
Falcon Arrow! He has become relentless at this point.
We'll see how long his stamina can last.
Rolling neck snap.
Every time I misjudge that.
I'd say Drew McIntyre's career is a story of 2 completely different chapters. McIntyre himself would tell you his first chapter didn't quite go as planned, but boy, chapter 2 is a whole nother story. Sit-out pile driver. Anticipated that attack perfectly.
Ooh, tossed with the suplex. Michael, I like your analogy of McIntyre's career as 2 different chapters. And while chapter 1 didn't necessarily blow anybody away, There was a foreshadowing of his future success.
Oh, even Mr. McMahon himself called McIntyre a future world champion, which of course later came true in 2017 when McIntyre defeated Brood for the NXT championship. Oh, it's McIntyre turning the tables.
Interesting. I didn't think I'd go with the spear in that situation.
Counter. Fly. Well, that'll leave a mark. Oh my goodness, crushing it. Look out here. He's got something cooking.
Oh my God.
Moonsault! You see that height.
He fails to connect.
Yeah, that went horribly wrong.
Got the arm. Gonna be agonizing for the arm.
And there's the reversal from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre looks like he's really struggling under this pressure.
Yeah, things look bleak right now.
McIntyre made a great comeback to NXT.
Come on.
He's gonna need another comeback right now.
Setting him up for the flatline.
Oh, man, face first.
Hooked up and down.
Jinoku driver.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
Uh-oh. Shot in the back. Can he shut the door on this one?
Drew McIntyre really needs to dig down deep.
Despite their often heated and acrimonious past, Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun have managed to win
Really?
the mixed match.
Hug? Really? Eh, whatever.
Over. There won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Judging from the look on Red's face, I think that ship has sailed. She doesn't seem to be taking this very well at all. I mean, why would she? Red just lost to her best friend and her worst enemy. I'd be angry too.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Nice necklace, by the way. Real classy.
Thanks. I'll get you my jeweler's info. I bet he can throw together a runner-up version in no time.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. After all, I had a career record of 24-2 in MMA. I left that necklace at home.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe, and who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And before you say anything, I'm just looking to help. It's the only way he's going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. We'll set up a time later, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who's tormented us for 20 years?
I got to ride with her one time, and besides, maybe she's changed, okay? People do that. And she was a good teammate, good enough that we won the mixed match challenge.
Are you trying to rub it in?
Technically,
Because
I
think your
won
teammate's
that, but whatever.
ridiculous necklace accomplished that already. And by the way, who is in charge of handling the charity money that you won?
Brooklyn. She gave it to an animal shelter in our hometown.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she took the $500,000 and spent it on that awful necklace and murder coat she was wearing? I bet the animal shelter doesn't even exist.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. Red.
Anyone notice that Red walked away like she was trying to get rid of a wedgie? Also, do I even need to mention that weird... I don't even know what the hell to call that. Like you saw it on all the characters. Like, it looked like a fucked up shadow, or... I'd almost say it was like frame tearing, but it wasn't.
That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this
Why
time,
is she in
How do you know he'll
full...
get me in it?
it's a submission
like,
match,
makeup
which
and
means he'll be
everything?
going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right.
Hit him.
So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Minus the fact that she probably weighs, what, a third, maybe, of what Joe weighs?
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE Championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later.
No, she's gonna
Left
send.
again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
She's gonna send text messages or something to Red. Further break up your friendship. Because, that wasn't obvious. I will say I did like Brooklyn's car. That looked cool.
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe. This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it.
Oh, we're all frenzies again. Seriously though, by the way that they were making fun of Brooklyn at the Hall of Fame thing, there's got to be some sort of fallout between them coming up, obviously. I'm curious to know what this announcement of Reds is, unless, I don't know, she's going to bring back the Divas Championship or something.
Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time,
Really, the Bella
I
twins?
created this list of goals
Whatever.
I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for, it hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I'll put dollars to donuts. It's Brooklyn.
The back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
Also, if we can actually give credit to the costume of Red in that during that reveal, she finally wasn't dressed like a, I don't know, a roadie of a terrible rock band. Yeah. We've seen Trey's, we've seen Joe. With his fancy bionic arm.
Introducing the
Blah, blah, blah. Submission match.
Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe and his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight.
F.
Must be the difference maker. Supposedly the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all. Hooked up.
Inverted suplex.
He's just dominating at this point.
He's expending a lot of energy, so he's got to keep that in mind.
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now.
Taking on some offense, but he expected as much.
Into the neck breaker.
Yeah, with his weird Deus Ex arm.
Uh-oh. Phoenix Splash!
Gosh, how'd he do that?
And yes, I will keep making that reference, because that's what it looks like to me.
Samoa Joe competes at another level. Tonight, I think you're going to see an even more dangerous Joe than you're used to seeing. Expect to see the fastest hands in this business and heavyweight striking that would make a boxer jealous.
Oh, he's got him where he wants him. Here we go. Stomping down. Got the up. Oh my goodness, crushing it. Picking up on what Corey mentioned about Joe striking, his quickness combined with accuracy makes Samoa Joe the right hand of destruction.
Don't make the mistake of being one-dimensional against Joe. He's capable of sudden offense. The instant you think you have his hands figured out, he'll pound you with all the power of his massive legs. Samoa Joe can deliver punishment with every...
And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
It's over. It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion.
Yeah, you see, who didn't see that that turn coming?
No! This is awful!
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 20/20, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight, and you were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
Yeah, I still get the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. I get them mixed up all the time. Maybe not mixed up isn't the right word, because I mean they're because you know obviously the WWE one on SmackDown has the black leather and the Universal has the red leather, but they're still very. I mean the actual like design of the belt is the same. Like I said, despite other than the metal or other than the leather change, it's I always forget which one's the WWE and which one's the Universal Championship. You know, I mean, unlike the old days where it was the WWE Championship on Raw and the World Heavyweight on SmackDown, which was the old school World Heavyweight Championship design. Granted, I mean, I'm talking back in the 2000. Again, I watched actively around 2012, but I don't know where I was going with this. Yeah, I don't know. Who could have foreseen that happening? That Brooklyn was going to betray. Was going to betray Trey at that moment. Pretty obvious. Sad to see him lose the title, but oh well. We still got another 3 chapters. So still got another 3 chapters to go. I want to say, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com, along with bitshoot.com are all linked down in the description below. As I said at the end of the last video, if anybody knows of any fixes that are coming to BitChute, anything that's going on with BitChute right now, I'm having some issues with the website. Or if anybody has like a contact number or something for anyone at BitChute, please let me know. Other than that, like, comment, you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gills. This is Something Gaming Channel. Thanks for watching. I'm out.